Can you guess what it is?
Oh, you're boiling a fish head.
You're gonna have fish head soup. Are you excited?
Yay!
All right, welcome to Mainely Outdoors. My name's Jesse, and today we are really going to be doing something quite different than what I normally do on this channel. So today I thought I'd bring you along for just something that I thought would be a really cool thing to show you guys. So lately there's been this trend of using the entire animal, and I love that that's going on, and I just kind of want to continue down that path and show you guys, you can use what are considered these poor quality cuts of meat. And today we're gonna do just that. I have a friend named Aaron. Aaron has a Atlantic salmon for us that we're gonna go pick up, bring it home, and I am going to cook up a really cool dish using these, using cuts of meat that people, consider trash.
Or something. It's already clean, just needs to...
Oh man, that is a nice fish.
Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
That was perfect timing. I had just run out of salmon too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I figured I'd make something interesting.
Yeah, I think these ones have a better quality. I mean, the meat's
That looks
like a bright
really
orange.
good
You
quality.
can't really see from the inside once you get inside.
Oh, it looks perfect.
Oh yeah. Nicked it with a knife there, but that's not
No problem.
bad. That's just the remnants of the kidney, I believe. So, yeah, dude.
Thanks again, Aaron, so much for giving me that Atlantic salmon. So we are going to make great use of that. Now, this is a hatchery fish. In Maine, we do have Atlantic salmon, but they are quite rare, and they're actually a protected species. So you cannot harvest Atlantic salmon in Maine. But anyway, so a lot of times, I haven't shown this, but when I harvest a fish, I like to use, of course, every piece of it. And a large fish is a great example of when it's very easy to do that. So what we're gonna do is, first off, I'm gonna prep this fish for storage. So I'm gonna cut it up in fillets, put those into the freezer. But we're gonna leave out some of the meat and the head. We are gonna make a fish head soup tonight. Now that might sound completely ridiculous to a lot of people, but I'm telling you, it is really good. In the end, meat's meat, and the head has a lot of fantastic flavor in it, and boiling that down for a little bit in a soup really emphasizes it. So if you like fish, chances are you would like fish soup. Maren doesn't know this yet, but she's gonna have to try it. Maren's my girlfriend. She'll be home pretty soon, and the plan was to cook duck tonight. So I'm gonna surprise her. She thought she was coming home to a meal of duck, but it's actually gonna be a fish head soup. So that'll be a bit interesting. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to take that fish, I'm gonna cut it up, make fillets, and prep that to be frozen and cooked later. But I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna take a larger piece of the head, since this is a smaller Atlantic salmon. You have to cut it some diagonal to get around the fin. And you don't wanna do this diagonal because the most meat isn't by the belly, it's gonna be up here. So normally I would come in and slice as close as the gills as I can. But since I'm making a fish head soup, I actually want to leave a little bit extra because these are some smaller heads. So I want a little more meat. And one way I can do that is just by taking my fillet straight across, leaving this chunk, and then I can add additional chunks as needed. So we'll just do this straight across to leave some of that meat. And I'm using my new Cypress Creek knife. Thank you so much for getting that to me. This is finally the first time I get to use it on an actual fish. Good news, so we got the cleaning of the fish done before Maren actually got home. So that's probably the worst part. If she saw that, she might be off put from the meal, but it is actually gonna taste really good. So don't let that part discourage you. And what I like to do is I like to take the gills out, clean any of the clotted blood that's in there out of it. And in order to do that, I actually saw the head in half, partially because it's easier to reach in there and get all that stuff out. But it's also twice the surface area when you're boiling it, so you get extra flavor in your broth. So it's a good thing to do. It is a little difficult to do at home. You might want to use some sort of saw. I use a serrated blade, and it's kind of a pain to get it started, but once you get it going, it's not that bad. But I'm gonna start prepping everything else. I'll show you what else you need, and then we're gonna get everything in the pot and get this going. So you won't need too many ingredients. We're just gonna use an onion, some green onions, some jalapenos, a little bit of ginger. You can use whatever Asian noodle you want. I picked this one, but it really doesn't matter. As well as some seaweed. Now I didn't have the exact one I needed, but this will do. A 1/4 cup of mirin, and you don't need sake, but I kind of like it, so I got it. And of course I forgot a few things, so you're also gonna need some soy sauce and some white miso paste. Now for starters, we are going to cut up our onion as well as the ginger. And so these are gonna go into the pot along with the fish head. I'm going to link the full recipe down below to Hank Shaw's website. You can go check it out and follow the specific instructions there. If you want to follow exactly, you can go check it out there. So it's just going to be the fish head, onions, and ginger in there to start with, and you're going to simmer that for like 20-30 minutes. Now you can start it off on high, but once that starts to simmer, you don't want to boil it, so just drop it down. But yeah, just watch it for that initial few minutes, and then once it starts to simmer, turn it down, and you can walk away. Can you guess what it is?
I think
Take 3 guesses.
some sort of miso soup, some type of stir fry, or what is it? A poke bowl? Poke bowl.
What?
You've made it before.
Those are decent guesses. Go ahead. Use the ladle.
Use it. Oh, where is it?
Right there.
Oh, you're boiling a fish head.
You're gonna have fish head soup. Are you excited?
Yay! I thought we were having duck tonight, so I'm a little confused.
Change of plans.
I guess. How long have you had a fish head in the freezer?
I just got one today.
Great. Do we take the head out before we eat?
Yeah, I'm gonna clean it out and just take the meat.
Okay, cool. All right, this is nice. I wasn't expecting that.
You took that a little better than I expected. You gonna eat it?
I mean, I'm not gonna eat the head, but I'll eat the soup.
Well, the parts of the head are gonna be in it. You'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just meat in the end.
Yeah.
The cheeks are really good, actually. Shouldn't be long. All right, with our fish done, we are gonna completely drain that. But make sure you save the broth because we're gonna put that back into the pot. So we're just gonna start picking through these and pulling as much meat out of there as we possibly can. And make sure you pull out the cheeks. They're these little round pieces of meat, and they are absolutely delicious. Probably one of the better pieces in the head. And you can find that right here, just kind of behind the mouth and eyes. So whatever you do, just make sure you grab those and just continue picking through, get everything you can. And here is what we ended up with. Now there was a little bit of filet meat added to this just to make it a little more substantial. All right, now take your broth, put that back in a bowl, and we are just gonna heat this up to a serving temperature. So don't boil it, just warm it up. In addition to that, you can put another pot on there, and that is gonna be used to cook our noodles really quick. And both of these just take no time at all. And then we're gonna add some mirin to that along with the soy sauce and just start to heat it up.
It smells really good. Is this the seaweed I had bought a while back, or is this a new one?
I bought some because I wasn't sure if we still had some.
Oh, okay. No.
Cheers. So there you go, that is fish head soup. So this isn't my recipe, of course. I got it from Hank Shaw. Does some great stuff. You should go check him out. But I am really excited to try this. I don't know how excited Marin is, but it's just a great way to put the head of a fish to use. We're gonna dig right in and get our thoughts. I've never tried this recipe personally, and I really want to see Marin's reaction. Hold on, Marin.
Well, I like how you can kind of taste a little bit of miso in there, because I like miso broth. And probably, honestly, if I hadn't opened up the pot and just seen a fish head just floating up at the top, then I probably would have had no idea that that's what this is.
It turned out really well. This is definitely a recipe that I'm gonna have to do more often in the future. I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, I can't do much fishing right now because of my bum foot. But as things start to freeze over and we go into ice fishing season, hopefully I can get back out there, and if I just give my foot some rest. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is an awesome dish that I would definitely encourage you guys to try out. I mean, Marin likes it, and I mean, luckily you didn't get to see the cleaning process because that part's, yeah, a bit much. But it turned out really well, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can always hit subscribe. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.